Hello, hello, hello. Today's April 2nd, 2024. I am not in the car today. I am at my house. I'll talk more about that in a sec, but first I want to talk about keeping your eyes on the prize. Lately I've been going through some things, but first I think um I'll take it to a more practical or material situation, I guess, something that was happening in physical reality. Um, I don't know. Words are insane, but um, if you watched the journals before, you know that when I went to Colorado a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, um, I got sick, and during one of my sick days there, we wanted to go to Great Sand Dunes National Park. Um, the hike overall isn't very challenging, strenuous, demanding, whatever you want to say. It's about 500-foot sand dunes. I think the elevation, I'll play it safe and say it's like 8,000, but it could have been 10 because like we were right next to the mountains. Not entirely sure, but it was high up, much higher than where I live, which is pretty close to sea level. So the oxygen was thin, and I couldn't really breathe through my nose. And so to get to the top of the sand dunes, it's about 500 feet uh, upwards vertically, and a lot of the time it's steep. And since it's sand, um, you're really trying to use your calves to dig in and take a step forward. But because the oxygen was so thin, like I said, and I was sick, I couldn't breathe through my nose. Um, I had a really tough time. I'm not in the best physical shape. Like, I'm not a peak athlete or anything like that, but I'm only 22 and, like, I do cardio and I do lift weights. So, like, if I wasn't sick, it wouldn't have been as hard. But it was one of the hardest things I've done in a while, physically. And, you know, there was a time where it was like I couldn't necessarily see the light at the end of the tunnel. It felt like that was the end, maybe. Um, but after I was done and I got to the highest point that I could before I had to start ascending back down or descending back down. What's the right word there? I don't know. But the prize, I should have kept my eyes on the prize. And realized that the journey is it was beautiful. Like, it was really beautiful up there. There's a photo of myself that is one of the cooler pictures I have, even though I was feeling so terrible. Um, and by the end, it's also rewarding. Like, you did it, and I don't know. There's something you get to take home with you, so to speak. And so, bringing it back to what I've kind of been going through. Well, not kind of. I have been going through, um, which is a challenge in my relationship at the moment. I'm not gonna really go into details. Um, I'm sure they don't mind me saying that there's a challenge, but the details don't really matter. But things have been not the greatest, and sort of what I've been realizing is, this relationship has been long lasting. And so these past few days of pain, mental anguish, I guess, um, will be worth it if it means that I get to spend the rest of my life with them. And in theory, um, the foreseeable future is maybe the better word there. But keeping your eyes on the prize, realizing that, to quote a George Harrison song that I've done before on the channel, all things must pass. Um, I don't know. It's an important reminder, so that's what I'd wanted to share today. Throw that out into the universe, I suppose. So, yeah. today's been better than the past few days overall. Um, Things seem to be trending slightly upward, and yeah, cleaning houses today was pretty easy, and I already finished up the gym, shoulder, tricep, cardio, and I've even had some time to kill before I have to go to work tonight. Um, there's always times where, like, I suppose if you're keeping your eye on the prize, you should more or less be aligning yourself with priorities, but at the same time, the prize, I think, is a bit more than material success and whatnot. I know I've been a bit uh, heavy on stuff like that, but every day changes, and we're always evolving. Yeah, keeping your eyes on the prize. Let me know what you think in the comments if you have any thoughts. Share it if you think someone would enjoy it. Leave a like and subscribe. Today's Tuesday, so we're getting closer to a bit more of a enjoyable time this week. Maybe, I don't know. I forget when the Final Four comes on this week. I don't know if it's early. I'd have to guess it's Saturday. Um, I don't know when the women's Final Four is either. Anyways, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking forward to that this weekend, and I don't know. It's good to look forward to things, even if they're mundane, like the Final Four. But I'll stop. Peace and love.